Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. We just got past the April 15th deadline. So, we're going to talk about something that maybe some people ran into while doing their taxes, which is problems with your withholding, right? It seems like a weird thing, but we see it a lot. So, we wanted to talk about it a little bit, give you all some advice, and so we'll get into it. Hi, I'm Bette Hochberger, CPA, CGMA, and today we're going to talk about some of the problems with withholding. So, if you're on a W-2, and I don't necessarily even mean like my business owners, like my S Corp owners who also have a W-2. I mean, you've got a day job or a couple day jobs, and you go to do your taxes and you find out, I owe. Why do I owe money? They take money out of my check. I should be fine. And the reality is, since about those Trump tax changes, 2018, they changed a lot to the withholding process, and they changed the forms, and everything kind of went haywire. So, if for the last couple of years you've noticed that if with your day job you're still owing taxes in April, which sucks, nobody wants to be in that position, especially when it's coming out of your paycheck, there's a reason. So we're going to talk about what those reasons are. So the first thing is, take a look at this. This is the new W-4 form. If you're a little bit older, you might remember it used to be very simple. It was, put a number 0 to 9, 0 being the least withholding, the most withholding, 9 being the least, right? And somewhere in the middle, you could fall if you wanted to fine tune it a little bit. That's all changed. This form got way, way more complicated, right? You see it has lots and lots of steps. There's a lot of things to fill out. Makes you do a little bit of math. But you might notice up here at the top, it says, tip, consider using this estimator, right? There's this app. Well, you can go through this. It's a little bit of a process, right? Look at this, 9 screens, right? And as you go through it, you have to kind of fill in a lot of questions. Oh my goodness, it's a lot. There's a lot to go through. But if you are the type of person who is finding out, oh my God, I owe money, it might be worth it to take the time to fine tune your withholding and see, okay, this will put me in a position where I won't owe come April. So something that most of the time you don't really think about it, but then when you do your taxes, if you end up with a problem, it could be because of this right here. You're just withholding tables have changed. It's off. It might not be what it used to be, and it's becoming a little bit of a pain in the butt. Now, how do you know if your withholding is the problem? Like, maybe you've got a lot going on your taxes. Like, maybe you have a rental property. Maybe you have, a side gig. Like, maybe you have a lot of this stuff. Well, one thing you could do is to just take the amount of withholding, and this is on your W-2 or it's on your tax return, and take that number, divide by your total salary, your gross salary for the year. So it's like box 2 or something like that on your W-2 has the withholding for the year. Box 1 is your gross wages. Just do a little bit of math and you'll see what that percentage is. If you're coming up with a percentage like 8, unless your income's really, really low, or unless you have a ridiculous amount of deductions, if it's like 10%, 8%, it's going to be probably too low, and that's going to be part of your problem. Now, all of this feels a little overwhelming. It feels a little complicated. CPAs, we can help you with this math. We can either walk you through these forms, or we can actually calculate it for you. Then you don't have to worry about what all these crazy things mean. And it is something that we often do with our clients. In fact, when I see that somebody's got an amount due with their tax return and most of their income's on their W-2, I'll say like, hey, I think that maybe you should withhold more so you don't run into this. Here's an updated W-4. So that's going to be it for today. It's not a sexy thing at all, but if I can spare you from owing taxes in April and getting that devastating news, I'm a happy camper. So until next time.